Hi, I'm here with Colin Wlodowski. Colin was a computer science major in university. He is now in cybersecurity engineering, and he'll explain to us what that is. Hi, Colin. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
So, Colin, can you just explain very briefly what you do as a cyber security engineer?
Yeah, so I work at a large corporation, and basically our goal is to keep our AWS cloud and just any cloud resources secure and not accessible to the public. Constantly racing to make sure that internal information stays safe.
Okay, so Colin, we're here with teachers who are interested in not just their students not just learning language, but in content. So one of my questions for you has to do with the 21st century skills, what teachers could focus on more in the classroom. So what I'm wondering is, one of the 21st century skills is cognitive flexibility. My question for you is, where in your job is it important to have the skill for strong cognitive flexibility?
I'd say in almost all aspects of my job, it's important to have cognitive flexibility. The landscape is constantly changing so fast. You're constantly racing against attackers and your own vulnerabilities to try and kind of provide security to everyone. And a best practice today might not be a best practice tomorrow. So you constantly have to shift, what products you're using, what ideas you're having. So it's really important to be able to adapt and overcome new problems that come at you that might kind of challenge the thinking you already have.
So Colin, if you look at the list of 21st century skills, are there any others that you feel are essential in your job, in your field?
Yeah, so I think problem solving, critical thinking are pretty essential to any job, but especially in an engineering position, being able to solve problems, think about them, and really just kind of work through and do research and be able to take what you find and apply it in a new and creative way is really important. Also, coordination with others, working in a larger organization, it's always important to have kind of more soft skills as well, those skills to present, those skills to collaborate with others, take other people's ideas and allow them to kind of help you put out the best product possible. So I say those are probably the three most important.
Okay, and then the last question is, what do you think, what would you tell your teachers if you were to go back to school? What would you recommend that they focus on more strongly in their classes to help students who are moving into the fields that you've been working in?
Yeah, so I'd say just kind of a focus on critical thinking, really having kids try to solve problems for themselves, do research, see what they're interested in, and see if they can solve problems around that field. I know I have a good friend that I met through an engineering position that I just had, and he was never really great in high school, always kind of struggled, but now he's an incredible senior engineer just because he's passionate about it. But talking to him, it really seems like those critical thinking skills, kind of having more centered around how do we solve this, how can we solve this, and discussion of that as opposed to memorize how we have solved this would have been extremely valuable. So I think those skills are what we could really benefit from having focused on.
Okay, Colin, thank you so much for giving us your time. And your explanations are really helpful, really clear, and I think that this will be very interesting for the teachers who are listening. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Donna.